Good morning to all. Sairam, how are you all? I hope you all are very good at your places, right? So, my dear students, you have to start prepare yourself for your exams also. Okay? So, I welcome you all in our English New Voices class. Okay? So, let's start. Today, I am going to start the new chapter for you. That is the last chapter of this exam. That is S7. This chapter will come till chapter number 7, and chapter number 6 is deleted according to this coronavirus. 30% of the syllabus is deleted. Okay, so chapter number 6 will not come in exam. So let's start chapter number 7 today. We have chapter 7. So are you ready for this? You all are not sitting with your textbooks with you. Go and bring your textbooks. Go. I'm observing most of the students are sitting like this only. So whenever your English, Hindi, Sanskrit class is going on, or maths, any class is going on, sit with your textbooks. Okay, it is compulsory that you have to sit with your textbooks. Okay, so shall I start? I hope you all have brought your English textbooks with you. So let's start the chapter number 7 we have, that is Marie Curie. Okay, Marie Curie. Okay, so the chapter name is the Marie Curie. I think you all does not know about Marie Curie, so we will talk about her. And before talking about the chapter, let's see the pictures you are having in your textbooks. So you know who are these? You may know this. Who are these famous personalities? Yes, they are great scientists, right? Okay, so we have very well known person here. You can observe the two more well known person that you can easily recognize, right? Who are they? Yes, who is this man? Can you tell me who is this personality? This is very famous personality, children. You should know about him. And this also. Okay, these two are very famous personality. You should, by observing the photo, you should directly speak up. Yes, those who are saying he is respected. Who is he? Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is a great scientist who has done many efforts to overcome many situations, right? He has done very hardships. Okay, yes. Now he is a very, what he, you can see, is a great scientist. These are okay, because of their hardships they have overcome of their struggle, and they are today, they are well known scientists to all of us, right? He is the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, or he was the president also of our India, right? Now the famous personality second, who is this? Yes, who is this? He is he is who? Yes, he is Albert Einstein. Okay, yes. So you can observe here, he is the Albert Einstein, the great scientist. They all have faced lot of hardships, right? Lots of struggle they have done, then they have come to this positions. Okay, it means you all have to work hard for getting good result. Okay, yes, but finally they overcome all of those struggles. He is our respected Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Everybody knows he was the president. And the third one is Meghnad Shah. Who is he? He is Meghnad Shah. And he is also very famous. You should know about him. Srinivasa Ramanujam. Who is he? Srinivasa Ramanujam. Okay. He is a well-known scientist. Okay. These are very well-known scientists. Those who have done very lots of hard work. Okay. Now moving to the next, we are going to discuss about today, that is Marie Curie. Okay, we are going to discuss about her. She is also a great scientist. By observing the picture, you can have an imagination about her. Okay, so let's discuss some points about her. Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. She was the woman who win first Nobel Prize. Okay, Marie Curie. She is the only person to win a Nobel Prize in two different subjects. In physics, she was the not only one to win the Nobel Prize, but she was the only one person to win the Nobel Prize in two different subjects. You can see here what were the subjects in physics and chemistry. Okay, these were the two subjects in which Marie Curie got the Nobel Prize. Okay, she won the Nobel Prize. So today we will discuss about her life, what was, how much hardships she has come across. So before that, let's see the new words of this chapter. First one is appetite. APPETITE, appetite. Second, we have education, which you are taking right now. That is education. You can take education. Okay. Every child of the universe have a capability, or you can say her right to take education. Now number 3 is effortlessly. EFFORTLESSLY, effortlessly. Number 4 is frightened. Number 4 is frightened. FRIGHTENED, frightened. Number 5 we have horrified. HORRIFIED, horrified. Okay. And number 5 we have 6 we have adjoining. ADJOINING, adjoining. Number 7 we have struggling. STUGGLING, struggling. Number 8 we have incurable. Number 8 we have incurable. Number 9 is sanatorium. SANATORIUM, sanatorium. Number 10 we have is DILIGENT, diligent. Okay. So number 11 we have ordeal. ORDEAL, ordeal. Number 12 we have forbidden. FORBIDDEN, forbidden. Number 13 we have strain. STRAIN, strain. Number 14 we have flawless. Flawless, FLAWLESS, flawless. Flawless. Okay. Yes, these were the new words from your textbooks. So you all have to learn the spellings of these new words, hard words. So now start our chapter, that is Marie Curie. See, this is children, this is the summary of the chapter we have. So this is a story about Marie Curie and her family, her parents and teachers, and made sure the children grew up with respect for education. Okay. Her mother was the headmistress of one of Warsaw's girls' school. She was the headmistress. Her mother was headmistress of the Warsaw's girls' school adjoining their home. Okay. Marie was the youngest of 5 children. Her mother was having 5 children. They were 5 sisters. Soon her mother was afflicted with tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is the disease, which was then incurable. As a result, she often had to be away at a sanatorium, where only Marie's older sister Josiah could go. Okay. Marie's sister Josiah died of typhus, and her mother died a few months before Marie's birthday. The sisters often played a make-believe game about a genius doctor who finds a miracle cure for a serious illness. Marie's teacher was aware of her flawless grasp of anything that was taught to her. When the inspectors arrived to check the students' knowledge of the Russian language and history, Marie Sklodowska was always put forward as the example to be interrogated by the inspector. When she graduated from school at the age of 15, okay? She earned herself a gold medal. At the age of 15, she got a gold medal. as the best student. Okay, see, this was the summary about the chapter. You should know that what this is just a short summary, okay, short story about the chapter. So let's start reading the chapter. So all of you just sit with your textbooks with you. Okay, are you ready with your textbooks? Yes, you all have to sit with your textbooks with you. So shall we start? Are you ready? Are you ready or not? Okay, shall we start? Yes, everyone is ready. I think all are sitting with your textbooks with you. Go and bring, if you are sitting like this. This is not allowed. Go and bring your textbooks, English New Voices. Go. Yes. Okay, very good students. Those who have opened the chapter number 7. So, let's start. The Skłodowska family studied together in the evenings so that the parents, who were both teachers, could help the children. Josia, Bronia, Hela, and Giorgio. This is the J-O-J-I-O, Giorgio, with their homework. Władysław Skłodowski had a huge appetite for learning and made sure his children grew up with a respect for education. One evening, as her 7-year-old sister Bronia stumbled over a passage she had to read aloud, Władysław and Bronislaw's youngest child, 3.5-year-old Mary, or Manya, as Manya, another name for Mary was Manya, as she was called at home, picked up her older sister's book, taking up from the point where Bronia had left off. She began reading fluently, effortlessly from the textbook, completely unaware of the astonished expressions of her family members. When she looked up and now turn the page. Yes, okay. Saw the almost horrified look on the faces of her parents and siblings, she grew frightened and burst into tears. I did not do that on purpose, she said, explaining her action. It was just so easy. Yes, she started reading and she said, I did not do that on purpose. It was just easy, and so I have done this. I have read it. Okay. All the family members were horrified. They were looking, their faces were horrified. They were frightened, afraid, and burst into tears. When Mary was born on 7th of November 1867, her mother was the headmistress of one of the Warsaw's girls' school. The school name was Warsaw's Girls' Schools, adjoining their home. Mary, who was the youngest of 5 children, would often see her mother struggling with work of running a big household as well as the school. Okay, her mother was working very hard and she was taking care of 5 children. Mary was 5 children. Okay, there were 5 brothers sisters. During these years, the house had many guests. One of these guests was Władysław's brother, who came to live with them when he was ill. He had tuberculosis, a disease that spreads mainly through the germ-infected area when somebody who already has the disease coughs or sneezes. Who came there to live with them? Władysław's brother, who came to live there, and he was suffering from a disease that is tuberculosis, and that disease can be affected to the other person who is already suffering from cough or sneezes. Okay, unfortunately this disease afflicted Mary's mother. Okay, now the disease was transferred to the Mary's mother. The disease was then incurable, managed by a series of rest and recuperation treatments in places where the climate was not so cold. As a result, Mary's mother often had to be away from her at a sanatorium where only Mary's oldest sister, Josia, could go with her. Only one person was allowed with Mary's mother. Who was she? That is Mary's sister, that is Josia. Okay, and where they used to go? a sanatorium. Okay, sanatorium is a type of hospital for sick people to take rest. When Mary was 9, her sister Josiah died of typhus, but the greatest tragedy of young Mary's life occurred when her mother died a few months before her 11th birthday. Okay, when her mother died on the age of on before the birthday of 11th birthday of Mary's. Okay, at the age of Mary was alone. Okay, see, afterwards, Mary and her sisters would often play a make believe game about a genius doctor who finds a miracle cure for a serious illness. Mary's. Now turn the page. Dream of using science and medicines to help humanity, okay, was rooted in her encounter with tragedy very early in life. Okay, she started working for this. The foundation of Mary's later learning was laid in her childhood by her father's diligent effort to teach his children Greek, Latin, Russian, Polish, French, German, and English by reading to them. Besides sharing with them books on physics and chemistry, Mary took so naturally to learning and reading that the parents tried to prevent her premature development by distracting her with outings and boisterous game. Okay. Yes, so his father used to make so much effort for them to teach him such types of languages: Latin, Greek, Russian, Polish, German, English, by reading to them. Okay, and started sharing the books related to the physics and chemistry. Mary took so naturally to learn and read that her parents tried to prevent her premature. Premature means happening before the usual time. Okay, he used to learn so many languages, and his father was there to support them, and he used to provide the books like physics and chemistry for them to learn. Okay, development, premature development happening before the usual time. Yes. Now moving to the next para. During Mary's childhood, Poland was occupied by Russian forces. Okay. When Mary's childhood, Poland was the place where they used to live, was occupied by Russian forces. When she began studying in the private school of Miss Siroska, there were periodic inspections by Russian inspector. Okay, she used to go to the private school where some inspection used to be done by the Russian inspectors to see if the children were being taught Russian or not. Okay, they used to do the inspection in the school whether their school is providing them Russian language or not. They used to do the inspection and they used to send the Russian inspectors. It was a forbidden to teach the children in Polish, their own mother tongue. Oh, right. But the teacher did just that. Mary's teacher, Antonine Tupolska, knew Mary's flawless grasp of anything that was taught to her. When the inspector arrived to check the student's knowledge of the Russian language and history, Mary Sklodowska was always put forward as the example to be interrogated by the inspector. Okay, she was just put forward to give the answers for the questions asked by inspector. She spoke flawless Russian and answered all the questions put to her, but the effort sometimes proved to be too great a strain on Mary. What is the meaning of strain? Worry that is caused by having to deal with a problem. Sometimes she used to be in worry, but mostly she used to reply the answers for that. After each such ordeal, Mary would weep in the arms of Miss Tupolska, her nerves exhausted by the effort of covering up for the whole school. Yes, the whole school was dependent on her because inspection was going on and she has to answer all the questions and everything was on her hand. So we have After her mother and eldest sister's death, okay, her mother also death and her sister also death. Which diseases affect his mother? Tuberculosis, okay, and which diseases affected to her sister? Typhus, okay. Yes, it had been Mary's sister Bronia who had taken over the responsibility of looking after the family. Now, the next sister, that is Bronia, who had taken the responsibility of the whole house or the family, and yet Bronia managed to complete her schooling by being the topmost student, okay, of the school. She was the topmost student of the school, as well as she was taking the responsibility of the family also, okay. Yes, as her sister, Mary felt an intense pressure to do similarly well, and she was also putting the pressure to copy the same as well as, and applied herself in the last 5 years of school to her studies. When she graduated from school at the age of 15, she earned herself a gold medal as the best student. What did she get? What did the Mary get? She get the gold medal. And she was interested in the which subject she got the Nobel Prize? She got the Nobel Prize in physics and chemistry. Okay. So when she did her graduated at the age of 15. Wow. Okay. So she got the gold medal and she was the best student of the school, okay. So she has overcome so many hardships in her life, and she has learned from the time, yes, right. And she started working as a humanity for helping the people, okay. Yes, so I hope everything is clear to you in this chapter. It is very easy chapter, so you have to learn the chapter 4-5 times. Read the chapter 4-5 times, you will get to know what is there in the chapter. So let's discuss this. Mary was called dash at home. What did she called at home? She was called Manya, Manya, Manya. Mary was only 3.5 years old when she could what? She could read fluently. She was reading very fluently, and her parents, her family members were very horrified, and they had tears in their eyes by seeing the Mary reading very fluently at the 3.5 age. Mary's mother was the dash of a girls' school. What was she? She was the head mistress. Okay, she was just a principal. Okay, so for we used to say head mistress. Yes, when Mary was very young, her dash came to stay with them. Who was he? Yes, who was he? He was his uncle. Okay, he used to come and stay with them. During her childhood, Poland was dashed by Russian forces. Poland was dashed by Russian forces. Poland was occupied by Russian forces. Right? Okay. I hope everything is clear. How many sister were married? Married were 5 brother and sisters. Okay. Yes. Now tell me, what was the name of the school of her mother's school where she was headmistress? Name of the school was Warsaw's Girls Schools. Okay. Warsaw's Girls School. You can see it here. Yes. It is given here. This is the name of the school. Warsaw's Girls School. And Mary was born on which date? That is November 7, 1867. Right? She was born on 7 November 1867, and her mother was the headmistress of the Warsaw's Girls School. Okay? And she was suffering from the disease that is tuberculosis. And her sister was suffering from the disease that is typhus. Okay, I hope everything is clear to you regarding this chapter. So you have to learn read the chapter 4-5 times again, and read the summary of the chapter, find out the difficult words from the chapter, and see how much hardships he has overcome, how much hardships he has done. the great scientist, to become a scientist. A Nobel Prize he won in the field of physics and chemistry in two subjects, and she got the gold medal at the age of 15, right? Okay, when she graduated from the school. Okay, so you all have to read the chapter and understand the meaning, everything. So we will meet in our next class, and prepare yourself for exams, my dear student, because exams are going to start. Okay, yes. And lastly, one more thing I want to tell you, this was the last chapter of your essay 1. Okay, and one most important thing is that, because this time active English book is changed for the class, for every class. So this time for class 4 also change, for every class it is changed. But what you all have to do is that you have to take one separate notebook of English, like double line notebooks you used to make in your third standard. Same way you have to make one notebook for your active English separately, and whatever is provided where no space is there in active English, you have to note down that work in your notebook. Okay, I hope everything is fine and you are working very hard at homes, learning at home. So Sairam, take care of yourself and your family members. Okay, Sairam, and take care.